students, today we will be learning about quadratic equations. To solve the equations, we will be using a concept called completing the square. When completing the square, you always want your trinomial to look like this. Okay. For example, if your equation looks like this, you want to change it so it looks like this.
Hey,
By doing inverse operations on the number without the variable. So this number needs to go over here by subtracting it. What's next? Step 2 is to divide everything.
Stupid Nick Peterfield. Oh no.
Pomelo?
I don't know.
By 3.
What is that?
Why do you do this? Because you can't have 3 in front of the g, or else it won't be a perfect trinomial. So you will get g squared minus 8g equals -9. Step 3. Okay, moving on. Step 3 is to rewrite g squared minus 8g. Then, before writing the rest of the original equation, take half of 8. Half of 8. What's half of -8?
-4.
Then square it.
-4 times -4 is 16.
Good job, Katie Harnish. Okay, so step 3 is to take half of b. This number is b. So, -8 divided by 2 is -4, then squared. -4 times -4 equals 16. Now, rewrite your equation using the answer you just found. G squared minus 8g plus 16 equals -9. But you have to balance the equation, so if you add 16 to one side, then you have to add it to the other.
Mrs. Tarantino?
So, -9 plus... Okay, so now it's time to factor. Start with drawing the parentheses. G and G. Okay, so can anyone see what numbers we put in here that will equal these two numbers when added and multiplied? Yes, Katie?
Well, 16, you need to get a number that if you multiply a number by itself or some other number and it equals 16, then whatever those added or subtracted from each other is equals -8. So my hypothesis is that -4 times -4 is 16. So you would put -4 in one parenthesis and -4 in the other, and then when you added them to get -8g, -4 plus -4 is -8, so it would be -8g.
So proud of you, Katie. Good job. Audrey, do you understand? Hey. Okay, so yes, Katie was correct. You want to put -4 and -4 in both parentheses. Negative 4 times negative 4 equals positive 16. And negative 4 plus negative 4 equals negative 8. Okay, so G, since these are the same thing, we can square it. Square. Okay, so G minus 4 squared equals negative 9 plus 16. Audrey, can you tell me negative 9 plus 16?
Let me think of this. 5.
Audrey is not.
11.
What was the question?
7.
Good job, Audrey.
What was the question?
Can't feel my face.
What was the question?
It was negative 9 plus 16 equals 7. Alrighty. Okay, so since this is squared, we want to use inverse operation. Okay, so G minus 4 equals the square root of 7. Okay. Yes?
Katie, I have to stop till you answer me.
If you do not have a calculator on you, you do 4 plus or minus the square root of 7. Okay? But if you do, then you find the square root of 7, which is 2.6, and you go G equals 4 plus or minus 2.64. And then you want to find out two answers. So G equals and G equals. The first answer will be 4 plus 2.64. So 4 6.64. The second answer will be 4 minus 2.64. So 4 minus 2.64 equals 1.36. Okay, so now we have our two answers. Alright? Okay, very good.
Now, I have a question. Mrs. Ferrantino, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can we do a practice run?
Of course we can. Okay, let me get our books out and go. Follow the steps to complete this. Does anyone want to come up here and attempt to complete it? Katie.
I'll do it.
Come on up. So, first step. Is it in the right form? X squared plus bx equals plus c.
Yes.
Okay, so, step 2. We don't have to do it because there's nothing in front of the x. So step 3 is...
I think I know what to do. Do I divide 2 by 2 to get 1? And
Yeah.
then multiply 1 by itself?
And then square it,
And
yeah.
then add it to both. 2x plus 1 equals 4 because 3 plus 1 is 4.
Correct.
Now, do I have to factor it?
Yes, you do.
Well, 1 times 1 equals 1. And 1 plus 1 equals 2. So I think that's right. And now, since it times itself, it should be squared. Equals 4. To get this not squared, you have to find the square root of 4, which is 2. Then 1 equals 2. You have to move this over. So x equals negative 1 plus or minus 2. And then x equals negative 1 plus 2, which is 1. And x also equals negative 1 minus 2, which is negative 3. 1 and negative 3 are your two answers.
Good job.